just if you're done, like if you're, who wants to be in a miserable relationship like that? Because you have a child together? No, like you can give 1 million excuses not to get out of a relationship, a bad relationship. But also you can give other million of excuses why you should get out. So it's just a matter of you wanting to get out and have a better life, or you can be just passive and scared and accept being miserable, and justifying your bad behavior.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm Veronique.
And I'm Sylvia.
Welcome to the High Vibes and the Mind podcast,
where multicultural moms connect. Hi everyone, welcome back to the show High Vibes and a Mic. I'm Sylvia and I'm here with my friend Veronique. Hello Veronique.
How are you today?
Doing good. And today we're going to talk about, we actually want to discuss and see what you guys think. If you can be friends with someone who is cheating on their partner. For example, you have a friend, and then if it's a woman, she's cheating on her partner, and you just don't say anything, or you just still hang out with this person. Or if you know a guy, like it's like a guy friend, or maybe your husband's friend, but the guy is cheating on his wife or whoever. Would you feel comfortable with it? Would you say something, or like just quit relationship? So that's the discussion. And I wanted to know your opinion, Veronique. What do you think? Like if it's, for instance, let's start with being a friend. Like you have a friend that is cheating on his or her partner. So what would you do?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a bit different when it's your own friend or if it's your husband friend, right? So if it's my friend, I have mixed feelings. If it's my friend, first of all, I will maybe look at her differently. Because I really not into that cheating stuff, and I've been on the other side, so I cannot imagine somebody doing that to somebody else. So if it's one of my close friends, I will maybe ask her, why is she doing that? Okay, is there any issue with your husband right now? Do you have issues? Is that something that maybe you can resolve instead of going behind his back? Why? I don't like the going behind people's back. That's really horrible to do that. But in another case also, I'm thinking, well, it's none of my business also. So why am I going to butt out? In like Wendy Williams used to say, in grown people's business, stay out of grown people's business. So it's not
but
my
he's
business.
Best friends with your husband, and he's cheating on his wife.
So that's something else. That's a no. It's not my friend. No, if it's Pascal's friend cheating on his wife, I'm not going to be happy about that. If it's not my close friend, because I would think, okay, is this guy going to influence my husband to do the same thing? Because he's doing that? Because I live that. When with the cheating boyfriend, it was like that. All his cousins, they were all unfaithful to their girlfriend at that time. So I'm sure, and they were. And I remember once I heard a conversation. One of them was saying, "Why are you so serious with Veronique? Why are you already committed like that? You're young. Why are you so serious?" I heard that conversation. So no, I don't want anybody like that around me. Around that kind of no, I don't want that kind of
energy.
Energy, thank you. I don't want that kind of energy around me and my partner. No way. No, thank you. Because I don't think he will influence Pascal. He's a grown man. But back in the days, he did influence that guy. I know he did. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. And don't they say misery loves company? And he's just... I just don't want to play with that, right? You don't want to play with fire or with luck. It's just, why are you bringing sand to the beach, or kind of just keep it. It's like if it was my husband having a friend like that, I would just feel like at some point he might influence you if you're not strong enough, because you're going to be hearing stories. The guy's going to be complaining about his wife. So no way. I don't want that type of energy, like any of that near my family. Definitely, I'll just tell him, you better stop talking to this guy. One thing if he's a womanizer, and but
Yeah.
he's single and he just can settle down, like start like have different girlfriends, fine, that's his thing. But once you're committed and you're like cheating, and then you want to hang out with
Yeah.
my husband? No, you're not going to.
What is your
I'll force
problem?
them to end the relationship.
And
Yeah, it's just
it says
weird.
a lot on the person, right? It's like no integrity, right? Why are you cheating like this? Why
Yes.
are you going behind people
Yeah.
back? Just be
Yeah.
true. If you're cheating on someone, it means that you don't really love. For me, I don't think you love that person because you can go behind that person back. So just be true with that person and let her go. This way she can live her own life, and you can do whatever you want on your own. Why are you going? You know. So if it was a friend of yours, though, if it's somebody like one of your good friends, what would you do?
It happened to me actually. A friend
Really?
of mine in a bad relationship, and it took a while for her to tell me, but then she did, that she was having this thing with this other guy, but like the relationship, her marriage sucked, the guy sucked. According to her, he did not want the divorce. He wanted to stay together.
Mm.
But at the same time, I'm like, really? Can't you just be? And I told her that. She knows that. I told her, just if you're done, like if you're, who wants to be in a miserable relationship like that? Because you have a
Yeah.
child together? No, like you can give 1 million excuses not to get out of a relationship, a bad relationship, but also you can give other million of excuses why you should get out. So it's just a matter of you wanting to get out and have a better life, or you can be just passive and scared and accept being miserable, and justifying your bad behavior as well. Because then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's okay that I'm doing that because he's this and this and that. And I just like, and he was married too. And of course,
Oh,
never worked
oh
out.
no.
He never left his wife. He's just
Of
like,
course.
and I told her at the time, remember, like 2 families are being destroyed right now. What do you think about that? This can't be good.
His poor
So I don't know if
wife.
they're together. I don't think they are, but she's still married to the guy, and I think the guy who she was cheating on is still with the other wife. Probably having miserable marriages too, but they're not together. Yeah, they kind of like,
They
yeah,
broke.
no,
Okay, they broke up.
yeah, but yeah, it's tricky.
I think I have the same story. I forgot about that one, but I remember one of my friends, but she was with that guy for so long. They've been together. They met in their 20s. And when she was like 35, something like that, she was in a job where she could meet a lot of men, a lot of people, different people. So she met that guy and she's starting messing, with him. And I was like, what's going on? What about your 15 years husband? What are you doing? And she was like, yeah, but I'm bored. I'm bored with him. We don't do
Oh,
anything. I go home. He's playing his games. And then, so it was the same thing. And with the other guy, we do a lot of different stuff. And of course, the sex is different. The sex is good and
nah.
stuff like that. It's all different. So I was like, okay, so you're gonna get a divorce? Are you in love? Because the other guy, by the way, she was missing around with, was in love with her. And I think she was starting to fall in love with him, but she was scared to live, the comfortable life with the husband. You cannot have it. You
Hmm.
cannot have it both. You have to do something. And personally, for me, that thing lasted like a whole year. And the whole year, she was calling me to tell me the stories. And for me, it was like emotional roller coaster because I really like her husband, by the way. Her husband was also my friend. I
Oh,
knew them both. I knew her first, but her husband became my friend. And her husband, by the way, also helped me a lot in some personal stuff. He helped me a lot. So I was really uncomfortable listening to those stories.
oh
And
yeah.
I was her confidant. So she was always calling me because I think she knew that deep down that wasn't good what she was doing. And then she was telling me that her body was feeling also that was bad because she was really like constipated. And sometimes when you're constipated, it's your mind saying that something is not right with your body. And she was saying me, I'm very
Mm-hmm.
constipated, and because you're doing something wrong. And she was always calling me. So that relationship lasted like a year. And every time I was like, okay, so you don't have, by the way, we don't even have kids with this man, with your husband. Let him go. Because you don't want to let him go. You have, this guy on the side. Just let your husband go. Yeah, but I don't know. And after a year, she realized that actually her husband was a better fit for her than this dude. I don't. And like your friend, she left him. And I think the other guy was in love with her too. It was a big mess. It's just so messy. And you are on the side listening to all those stories. And because she's my good friend, I cannot tell her, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Because I kept listening to that story because I really thought she was going to leave her husband. That's why I was like, okay, so you're gonna, and I wanted to be like a support, maybe to like a good influence.
Oh, but so imagine now reversing roles. If it was Pascal's best friend, then you'd have to be okay with that.
For a year?
Him being friends with a cheater. Yeah, right? You just say you're friends all the time with a cheater.
I know. I mean, if it's Pascal, I'm not going to be very scared because I really trust him. I don't think he's this kind of man. If he was another man, like some men that I met before, I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it. Mm-hmm. And I think, because also men and women are so different. I mean, it's not because she was doing that I was going to go do it also, right? But sometimes I think the men, sometimes they can be influenced, have negative influence, and they go on a drunk night, when they're drunk. It's always the excuse, mm-hmm. I was drunk. Okay, whatever, And there was a stripper there. It doesn't count.
Oh, there was a stripper.
No, but like if it's Pascal's friend doing that, like he's a serial cheater and he's always do that all the time. No, I wouldn't be happy about it. I will ask him, what are you doing with this guy? What do you have in the way? What do you have in common with this guy? He's always cheating on his wife. And when we receive them for dinner and everything, I have to look at his wife in the eye, knowing what he's doing, and I cannot say anything because she's not my friend, really.
It's almost like, if you want to act like that, do it, but just don't tell me. Because I don't want to participate in that, Like, you want to do your dirty things, do it, but don't get me involved. That's the thing. That's what, if it ever happen again, I'm just going to say, like, I don't want to know. Don't talk. Don't think I'm going to be the one listening to that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's like you're supporting the thing. It's like an accomplice.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah, accomplice, yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, thank you. But I think some people, they can separate the person from the action. They can say, okay, she's my friend. What she does is our own business. I don't want to deal with that. I don't have to, be involved in that. But if it lasts like a freaking year or more, after a while, it's gonna have to stop. It cannot last for that long. If one of your friends is saying, "Oh, okay, I had this affair for a few weeks or a few months, and I really regret it," like, okay, tell me, girl, tell me what happened and why that happened, and you can try not to judge, and you can show some compassion and try to ask, what was the reason for that. But if, like my friend, it lasted for like it was a full-on relationship, restaurant, trips.
And the husband wouldn't notice. There is no way. How could he not? Is he like? Come on. There is no way you can. He knew it. He was probably doing something too. Unless you're.
But the thing is, they had a job where they both travel a lot. They work for airlines, and the person she was missing around, they work together, so they were on the same flight. So it's just easy, mm-hmm. To say, okay, I'm going to work with my mistress or, with my lover, you know what I mean? So her husband just thought she was going to work. But her destination, she was going to, to Cuba, whatever. And sometimes you say, I'm going out.
Messed up.
Yeah. You can say I'm going out with my girlfriends, and no, you're going out with the guy.
I mean, of course you can do it, yeah. If those are your values, you can do anything. But saying that is okay, it's a whole different story. And stay in a relationship, married like that long. But she did it still.
Because I'm telling you, it was making her sick.
She did it for 1 year.
I knew it.
Should have divorced. There's no excuse. There's no, like my friend when she was doing that for. it was kind of like vacation. Every time she went on vacation to her like hometown, she would see the guy. I told her, and I gave her readings, and like, this is not good. You shouldn't be doing this. And there's karma too. So, FYI.
Also, right? Exactly.
Karma is a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you stay friend with her.
Carefully.
You try to give her like some advice, right? But you stay friend with her.
Yeah, but I told her like not to do it. And yeah. But it's like and she doesn't even talk about it anymore. Yeah, and now she doesn't talk about it anymore, so I don't know if she goes to her hometown, she still sees him. I don't even like. Yeah, whatever. If you do, then. But she's still married to the guy. So
that's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why are you saying? I don't understand why people are saying in bad marriage. I don't get it. Is it for money?
Yeah, it's for money. Yeah, yeah, because it can be survive without it. So that's right. It's yeah. So talking about that, so I ran into this Brazilian page, like on Instagram, that they were talking about an American Facebook page that is, or a group that is supposed to be a huge group. I don't know the name. I should search for it, but it's just so ridiculous. So apparently, when you join that group, women, what they're doing, like they join that group, which has thousands of followers, and then they post pictures of their partners, and then they ask everyone there, "This is my boyfriend, my husband, whatever. Does anyone here has anyone here ever dated him, or like, or are you seeing him, or something like that?" What? And then a lot of times, what they were saying in this thing is that a lot of times, like more than 80% of the time, they're gonna say yes. Someone's gonna say, "Oh yeah, I'm going out with him, with that one." Isn't it crazy?
Gross. This is so gross.
It's completely gross. Just like, especially me working with energy, when I see that, like, it's like, that's a low vibration crap right there.
Low vibration.
You're part of that type of being members of that type of group. So many things that you can talk about.
If you have to put the picture of your husband on it's only women doing that, or is it men also posting picture of their wives?
Women.
Or it's only women.
It's all women.
Yeah, women can do that. If you have to put a picture of your husband and asking this type of question, you already know what's going on. Because there's no way I would do that. I mean, that's not my...
Yeah.
It doesn't even come to my mind. So you already have doubts. You already know your husband is doing something wrong. Why would you wait for a stranger online? And how do you know it's true? How do you know it's true? Do they have receipt, like they say? Do they have proof? Because I could just go online and say, yeah, I slept with him. I don't even know the guy.
Yeah, you could be just someone who's messing around, like, hey, that one, slept with him.
You better send me some,
you can just say anything.
DM or whatever after in private, showing me some text or pictures together or something. Because how do you know it's true?
Yes.
Anybody can respond and say, I slept with your husband. Show me the receipts.
Show me the receipts, right? Yeah, like it.
But that's sad. That's sad, but that's cheaper than paying for a private detective.
That is true. That is true. You're just like, hey, I want to find out, but I'm broke. I don't have any money. So you just post on Facebook and see what you can find out. Yeah, that tells you that your relationship is going very well. If you have to do that, right?
That's also taking a big chance. I mean, how popular is that page? Because first of all, I never came, around that page, and how people would know? Oh, I have to go to that page to check if the guy I'm seeing right now is married. You know what I mean? It's like you're really taking a chance if you put your husband there. It could be it's really 50-50. The person maybe is cheating on you, and the person is not going to be there. Is not going to tell you. So I don't know. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than having a detective.
So someone who's dating, like you just started dating a guy, and then like, let me see if he's cheating on me or if he has another girlfriend, and then they go post there, and then like, oh yeah, he's actually seeing me as well. Okay.
But what are the chances that somebody's going to see the same guy is going to be on that page? Chances for me are really low, so I don't know if it's really...
Not the guy, the women. If it's a bunch of women there, they're seeing all the posts. Who knows? It's like, depends on the size of it, how often you check. if it's like a huge group, with thousands and thousands of people are checking all the time. There's a new post.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's crazy. Said, wow, and you think you've seen it all, huh? Nope, no.
Wow.
So anyway, guys, it's not a good sign when you have to use that type of measures, or to see if your relationship is on the right path or not. It's just not a good start.
When you have to use social media, you're screwed. It means that you don't even talk to the person. Because if I was thinking my husband was doing something, I will ask him first of all. I will ask him because and men are very bad liars. And by the way, when they do something, they're not really good at also hiding it. By the way, they always leave things behind, like condoms or text message or whatever, emails. You
like
always
yours.
Exactly.
Your
They're
ex
very
with condom
stupid.
in the jacket.
The jacket or the woman in your bed. Okay. No, they're
Or
very
a woman in
stupid.
your bed.
Oh, they would leave a woman in your bed. So they're very stupid. So I wouldn't go online and check, from someone I don't even know. I don't even know if that's true. No, I would just ask the person, because if you have to go online, you're really screwed. Please don't even
Yeah, it
talk to
feels
them.
like everything nowadays has to be online. Like people are just
I
so
know.
disconnected with the real world that, like, yeah, everything is always like online. Let me post this online or have this group that you're gonna find about, like, investigators group.
Yeah.
It's so much. But well, yeah. So being friends with a friend, being friends with someone who is cheating, it's tough. But what I would say is just really um, don't how do you say it? Don't make them. Just make it very, like, short. No
Clear?
conversations about it. I would just not
Oh, yeah.
encourage that. Not encourage that type of
Yes.
behavior, or
Mm-mm.
not feed. Do not feed the conversation. And if they're doing that, in my case, I
Yeah.
would just say what I think about it, and then politely ask not to hear any of that shit anymore. If you're doing that, just don't tell me. But yeah, I guess I couldn't ask the same for my husband. If I'm gonna be okay with it, my husband would have to be okay with his friend too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, for
Yeah.
me, it would be, if it's my friend, I think I would stay friend with her. And after a while, I would ask her, yeah, not to, I don't want to share all the story. But if it's Pascal's friend, I would ask him to please get rid of that friend. Thank you very much. I'm keeping my
Oh
friend, but you
yeah,
cannot keep that friend.
the double, the
Double standard.
double standards
Totally
right there.
double standard. Yeah, no, I don't want that friend around. No, thank you.
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't see that if it's like in the neighborhood, or someone is again hanging out with. Yeah, let's just say, like, no way you're gonna hang out with this person. At least, I mean,
No,
if my friend was not living here, she doesn't live in this country, so that was at least better.
yeah.
But if you're seeing the person, I would be so awkward. I think my husband Patrick would lose respect for me too if he knew. He would hate it, knowing that I'm talking to someone who is a cheater. Like, what kind of women are you hanging out with? There is
Yeah, I
that too.
wonder.
You'd think like you're hanging out
Yeah.
with sluts. So kind
I don't
of
know. I wouldn't.
it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
I
I don't
think Patrick
know.
would be like, ugh.
I don't know what Pascal would say actually. If I would tell him all the time, he's so like devil advocate. If I tell him, yeah, she's on her husband again, he will. I'm sure he will tell me, maybe he has issue, or he would try to find a way to, I don't know, maybe to explain why she's doing this. I don't think he would want me to go out with her like every Saturday night to a restaurant or something, though. I don't think, because I think it's different if I'm hanging out with that person all the time outside, or if I'm just on the phone listening to the stories. You know what I mean? I think if I'm not on the phone
Yeah.
listening to, because she was also living in another country, mine. So if she's just living in another country and I'm telling him the story, like, I don't think he will tell me you need to cut ties with that friend. But if she was a close friend, like living also in the neighborhood, and she would tell me, hey, let's go out tonight, just girls or girls' night out, stuff like that, I don't think he will be happy about that. Knowing the type of
Yeah.
woman
Right?
she is, yeah, I don't think he will be happy about
Yeah.
that. So, I mean, we never had this type of thing happen in our lives, so I don't really know, but yeah. I would totally understand if you would tell me no. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that was a good topic, huh? This is a good to talk about, because it's like I never really think about those things until like, wait a minute. What would you do? Have you been in a situation like that? And what is the person you're with, would they do? Be okay or not okay? It's just like you always try to be in a place of like having like happiness, in my mind, I want to be around people who are happily married and things like that, doing well. And this is kind of a very low vibe energy that is,
I know.
I don't want that near me. That's why I'm like, even when one time we were having this conversation, me and some moms from school, and they started talking about like, oh yeah, because this person was cheating, like a friend of a friend, not from school, but like someone they knew. And try to say that it's a common thing. And I said, you know what? Why are we talking about this? Like, I don't want to hear that. Stop talking about, because I don't want to hear that crap, And they're like, oh yeah, it's true. Like, you want to track it? You want to attract it? Because I believe in the law of attraction. So stop talking about this kind of. Don't we have anything else better to talk about? It's like stupid. So they kind of we changed the subject. But yeah, it's just law of attraction all the way. Things like that. Yeah, if you're hanging out with people who do those kind of things, you're gonna do it or your partner is gonna do it. That's what I think. It's just you're just in that environment, that energy vibration.
Pascal had a friend like that. Not a friend, like a colleague, and but I don't think we were together. The story was he told me before we met. And this guy he was always like cheating on his girlfriend at the time, where they were away, in another country walking. He was always like finding girls in bars and stuff like that. And I mean, Pascal wasn't really hanging out with them, but he was there, right? He was seeing everything. So, but I don't think that would influence him or anything else. But he actually had a friend like that who was a very serial cheater all the time. So now he calmed down, finally. But for a while, he was a bit crazy. So yeah.
Really?
Thank God it was before me. So let us know.
Yes, right.
What do you think? Would you stay friends with somebody who's not faithful to their partner, or will you try to talk to them, or just not interested at all? Let us know. We have a Facebook page. We can talk to us there. We're also on Instagram, and we also have a YouTube channel. So if you want to share your thought, don't hesitate.
You can also leave us messages on our homepage. There is a link where you can click. You can just leave a voice message if you have any opinions, any feedbacks, and any comments about the things we discussed here. You can just leave a comment there, and we'll check it out.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to do some shout out today? Maybe to some countries that we just appeared. We have some new country. I'm just gonna say one or two. We have people listening in Armenia. Wow, some people listening in Armenia and Indonesia. Wow, and Vietnam. Hi everyone. Vietnam? Yeah, thank you for listening.
Very cool. Thank you. Love it. Ooh. Spreading the word.
Yeah, exactly. So let us know, and don't forget also to subscribe to the podcast. This way you can have all the new episodes when they come out. Thank you.
Thank you. To talk to you next time. Bye. Take care.
Thank you for tuning in to High Vibes on the Mic. Until next time, laugh hard, stay silly, and never forget to bring your sense of humor. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.